studying your last two. I swim med when they turned in. The styrene down to mute. And can learn the pole that sunk he died.
Now let's begin our discussion of Schedule 9, which is used to calculate charitable donation and gift tax credits on a Canadian income tax return. Many Canadians choose to support charitable organizations by donating money, property, or other eligible gifts. The Government of Canada encourages this generosity by allowing taxpayers to claim eligible donations as charitable donation tax credits, which can reduce the amount of income tax they pay. The illustration at the top of the slide shows several examples of organizations that may qualify to receive eligible donations. These include registered charities such as hospitals, universities, food banks, places of worship, environmental organizations, and many other organizations recognized by the Canada Revenue Agency. However, not every organization qualifies. Donations can generally be claimed only if they are made to eligible organizations and supported by an official donation receipt. The visual story in the center of the slide explains the complete process. First, the taxpayer makes a donation to an eligible registered charity. The organization then issues an official donation receipt that serves as proof of the gift. During tax preparation, the information from that receipt is entered on Schedule 9. Certified tax software then calculates the charitable donation tax credit, which is transferred to the taxpayer's T1 general return. Depending on the taxpayer's overall tax situation, this credit may reduce the amount of tax payable or increase the tax refund. It is important to understand that charitable donations do not reduce taxable income directly. Instead, they generate a tax credit, which reduces the amount of income tax payable after taxable income has already been calculated. As summarized in the information cards at the bottom of the slide, eligible donations may include cash, property, or other qualifying gifts. An official donation receipt is generally required to support the claim. Schedule 9 calculates the eligible charitable donation tax credits, and those credits are then applied to the taxpayer's income tax return. One of the most important reminders for every tax preparer is shown on the right side of the slide. Always verify that the donation was made to an eligible organization and that the client has an official donation receipt before claiming the credit. Without proper documentation, the Canada Revenue Agency may deny the claim. As a professional tax preparer, your responsibility is to collect all official donation receipts, confirm that each organization is eligible, enter the donation amounts accurately into the tax software, and review the calculated tax credits before filing the return. Accurate documentation and careful review ensure that clients receive every charitable donation tax credit they are entitled to claim. Now let's see how Schedule 9 converts charitable donations into valuable tax credits. The process begins when a taxpayer makes a donation to an eligible registered charity or other qualified organization recognized by the Canada Revenue Agency. This donation may be a cash contribution, an eligible gift of property, or another qualifying donation under the tax rules. After receiving the donation, the organization issues an official donation receipt. This receipt is extremely important because it serves as proof of the donation. Without an official receipt, the taxpayer generally cannot claim the charitable donation tax credit on their income tax return. During tax preparation, the donation information from the receipt is entered on Schedule 9. This schedule records the eligible donations and provides the information needed to calculate both the federal and provincial charitable donation tax credits. Once the information has been entered, certified tax software automatically performs the calculations. The software verifies the eligible donation amounts, applies the federal and provincial tax credit rules for the tax year, and also considers any eligible donation amounts that have been carried forward from previous years, if applicable. After the calculation is complete, the charitable donation tax credits are transferred to the taxpayer's T1 general return. Unlike a deduction, which reduces taxable income, a charitable donation claim produces a tax credit that reduces the amount of income tax payable. As a result, eligible donations may lower the taxpayer's tax bill or increase the amount of their tax refund. The comparison at the bottom of the slide highlights the difference. When no eligible donations are claimed, the taxpayer may pay more income tax. However, when eligible donations supported by official receipts are claimed correctly, the taxpayer may receive lower taxes or a larger refund. There are several important reminders shown on the right side of the slide. Always keep official donation receipts for your records. Ensure that the donation was made to an eligible registered charity or other qualified organization. In some situations, eligible donations that are not claimed immediately may be carried forward and claimed in a future year, subject to the CRA's rules. As a professional tax preparer, your responsibility is to collect every official donation receipt, verify that each organization is eligible, enter the donation amounts accurately into the tax software, and review the calculated tax credits before filing the return. While certified tax software performs the calculations automatically, careful verification ensures that every client receives the full charitable donation tax credits they are entitled to claim. Now let's see how Schedule 9 is completed in a professional tax preparation office using certified tax software. The process begins by collecting all of the client's donation information. This includes official donation receipts issued by registered charities, records of any eligible gifts of property, supporting documents for previous year donations that may be carried forward, and any other information needed to support the claim. Gathering complete documentation is the first step toward preparing an accurate tax return. Once these documents have been collected, the tax preparer enters the donation information into certified tax software. The software automatically creates Schedule 9 and begins calculating the charitable donation tax credits. During this process, the software records the total eligible donations, verifies the donation amounts entered, applies the federal and provincial charitable donation tax credit rules for the tax year, and includes any eligible donation amounts that have been carried forward from previous years. After completing these calculations, the software transfers the charitable donation tax credits directly to the taxpayer's T1 general return. Although the calculations are automated, it is still the responsibility of the tax preparer to review every entry before the return is filed. Always verify that each donation receipt is genuine. Confirm that every organization is an eligible registered charity or qualified donee. Check that the donation amounts have been entered accurately, and review any carry-forward donations from previous years to ensure they have been applied correctly. There are several common mistakes that should always be avoided. Missing donation receipts can prevent a taxpayer from claiming valuable tax credits. Claiming donations made to organizations that are not eligible under CRA rules may result in the claim being denied. Entering incorrect donation amounts can produce inaccurate tax calculations. Ignoring carry-forward donations from previous years may reduce the available tax credit, and failing to review the completed Schedule 9 can allow simple data entry errors to go unnoticed. Before filing the return, complete a final checklist. Confirm that every official donation receipt has been collected. Verify that all organizations qualify for charitable donation claims. Ensure the donation amounts have been entered correctly. Review any carry-forward donations. Confirm that Schedule 9 has been generated successfully, and verify that the calculated tax credits have been transferred correctly to the T1 general return. The key lesson is simple. Schedule 9 calculates charitable donation tax credits using information supported by official donation receipts. Certified tax software performs all of the calculations automatically, but the accuracy of those calculations depends entirely on the quality of the information entered. As a professional tax preparer, your responsibility is to verify every receipt, confirm every eligible organization, review every calculation carefully, and ensure that your client receives every charitable donation tax credit they are entitled to claim.